Hi guys, it's Jeanette. I just wanted to chat with you for a minute for anybody who is renovating a kitchen. I just wanted to give you some tips that maybe you wouldn't know before and that I learned from doing my kitchen that might help you. So one of the first things that I learned in my kitchen is try not to scrimp on spare footage. So this is our kitchen. And it's really what our kitchen is. It's a big box. My mother-in-law taught me that. She always said that to me. It's just a big box, and then you figure out how to fix the box. But if you can see, this is a giant box. And we went out the back of our house and we just wanted to make it the box as big as we could. And so it just gives you that good big feeling. Other thing is I made a mistake with my kitchen. One of the mistakes I made was over our island, you can see there are 2 sconces and the rest of the kitchen has high tops. Well, I'm 51 and as I age, I feel like my sight gets worse and I hate it when it's dark in my house. And sometimes when I'm cooking, this area feels dark. So I have more lights. Hold on. Okay. So there are more lights, right? You see all the high tops. But we didn't put them over the island because we used sconces. Big mistake. We should have had over both of our sinks, because over one of our sinks we have a light. I'll show you. You see, that sink has a light over it, and it also has the light of the windows. This sink has no light over it. There's no light. That was a huge mistake for us. Another thing that I loved that we learned from the Hugheses, because they were doing their kitchen at the same time as ours, is that we put in Sonos. So we have speakers in the ceiling of our kitchen. And anytime we want to hear music, any of us in my family can get it on our phone. So we just go to our phone, we can get Google Play. There's so many, we can get just a zillion different ways to play music in our kitchen. All the speakers are all around. We love that. And then I just what made me the whole thing start with me wanting to tell you is about our pantry. So the pantry for me was not negotiable. And I wanted it to be gigantic because I knew the only thing I knew really was that when I was a kid, my grandmother had a pantry and it was this little square room and all of our crap got thrown in it. So I wanted a pantry. I wanted it to be really big and I wanted to just throw stuff in it. And the reasons why we have this beautiful shelving is definitely because of my husband, because we used to have these like wire racks in here and I was fine with it. I would just throw all my stuff in here. But now we have, so you can see, it's just a big pantry for all our stuff. Like you need a place to put your stuff, right? So we have our water cooler in here. We have a little pantry, like a little closet over there. That's kind of like a broom closet. We have our recycling in here. We have more recycling in here. And then you see, if you could see all this. So our water, paper towels, there's a little wine fridge over there. And then everything else. And most of the food items that needed a place are in here too. And then we have wine on the top shelf. It is the best. We have our fire extinguishers are in here. It's just the best. So if you're renovating a kitchen and you want to just create space for storage. That was another huge thing for us. We were told this is our island. I remember when I first told my kitchen guy that this is the island that I wanted, he was like, that's gigantic. Are you sure you want an island that big? And I knew it was what I wanted. I was watching Joanna Gaines on HGTV and I wanted an island that she would build. And so we got this gigantic island and I love it. And you know what we did? We didn't spare on not putting storage. So even under where you sit, there's storage. You see? We put storage underneath all the seats. So underneath this island entirely is storage. So on this side we have storage. On this side we have storage. On this side we have like storage. We have garbage underneath the sink. And then more storage. The other thing was this was from my mother-in-law. She said on the bottom, do not get like these. Don't get doors. Don't get doors on the bottom. Get drawers on the bottom. So all of our bottoms are all drawers. So I have all of my dishes in a drawer. I have like bowls and storage in a drawer. Everything lower, except for under the sink, everything is a drawer. All my pans are in a drawer. So we have a drawer for our pans. This is more pans. And the convenience of that is if I was to open a cabinet, you can't reach the back. So with this, you can reach the back. You just pull it out and you can get to the back of whatever's in there. We also did refrigerated drawers, which we love. And we just keep our drinks in the refrigerated drawers. My mother-in-law has some of those, and she puts her, the crisper, like all of her salad stuff in her drawers. So that's really great. We love it. And then I also had been given advice, do not put a sink in your island because the dishes pile up. So what we did was we have a sink in our island, but this is a prep sink. And so we do prepping here, and then our stove is there. And so this other sink that we have over here, this is our dish sink. You can see I have dishes that I have to do. And then right next to the dish sink is the dishwasher. So we didn't put a dish sink on our island. We did put a sink. We didn't put a dish sink because we didn't want people to be sitting at the island and looking at a pile of dishes. The other thing is that the island is kind of big enough so that we have this big giant thing of flowers in front of the sink, so you can't really see the sink anyway when you're sitting on the other side. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys some tips, just because there was some things that I love that we did. There was a few little bit of mistakes that we did, and I wanted to just give you a heads up on that. And I think that's it. And the other thing is that when you're doing your kitchen, I know this is so long, don't let people talk you out of what you want. People tried to talk me out of the marble on our you can see our countertops. These are marble. People tried to talk me out of that because marble stains. But I met a little old Italian guy, and he said people have been using marble for hundreds of years in Europe, and what you do when it stains is you live with it. And I decided that I could do that. I could live with it, although I work my ass off to try to not let it get stained. But I do think it's beautiful, and I love it. I've also seen that quartzite, or that new stone that they have that looks like marble. That's gorgeous, and that doesn't stain. So it's an option. But anyway, the other thing that I wanted really badly was a wooden island. I wanted my island to be wood, and a lot of people tried to talk me out of that too. And the other thing is that when I was looking for the wood, there are so many gorgeous wood countertops that you can get that are perfect. Stunningly beautiful, wood from all over the world, and they're perfect. I didn't want a perfect countertop. I really wanted it to be more of butcher block-ish. And so I was searching and searching and searching, and I found this place in Goshen, New York called, what is it called? Authentic Antique Lumber. And they made our island top for us. And it's actually made out of antique lumber. And also they made our table for us because we needed a really big table, and some of the tables that I was seeing in the stores I just didn't love. It wasn't rustic enough. And so they made our table for us. One of them is made from subflooring from a military base, and the other one is made of barnwood. And we just love it so much. It's really, like I said, it's imperfect, and I love that about it. So anyway, I just wanted to chat with you about that. I hope you're all doing great, and I hope that somebody finds this video valuable. Love you all. Bye.